opinion. Lawler walks around at about 200+ pounds. Jake Shields walks around about 80+. But I don't believe he's a natural 180 pounder. I think this is a big jump for Jake Shields. And I think Robbie is gonna mash him.
Our main event, all set here in St. Louis, Missouri. This one has the potential to be a classic. Let's go inside the cage for the official introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Scott Trade Center as Strikeforce and Showtime present the featured bout of the evening, made possible by Rockstar Energy Drink. Bigger, better, faster, stronger. Party like a rock star. Tonight's action is sanctioned by the Missouri Office of Athletics. The executive director is Becky Dunn, and the administrator is Tim Lukanoff. All right, fans, here we go. 3 5-minute rounds scheduled in a catchweight special attraction, a collision of pound-for-pound greats. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance, and MMA fans joining us around the world, live from St. Louis, it's showtime! Introducing to you first on my left, fighting out of the blue corner. Standing at 6 feet even, he weighed in at 181 3/4 pounds. A virtuoso of wrestling and jiu-jitsu. His record includes 22 wins, 4 losses, and 1 draw, with 3 wins coming by way of knockout and 9 by submission. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a consensus top world welterweight. Tonight, moving up in weight, here is the former welterweight champion of the world, introducing Jake Shields. And his opponent on my right, fighting out of the red corner, standing at 5 feet 11, he weighed in at 182 3/4 pounds. Known as a fearsome fighter, trained in the disciplines of boxing and wrestling. His MMA record stands at 16 wins, 4 losses, and 1 no contest, with 13 big wins coming by way of knockout and 1 by submission. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the explosive 2-time world champion, introducing Ruthless Robbie Lawler.
I think you got that from me.
And once again, a referee in charge now to give instructions for our main event, Big John McCarthy.
Robbie, Jake, come here. All right, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the back. I want you to protect yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times. When I tell you to stop, I need you to stop. I want you to fight clean, fight hard, fight fair. Do you have any questions from you, Jake? Any questions from you, Robbie? When you touch gloves, touch them now. Let's step back and let's get it on.
Here we go, the main event. Ruthless Robbie Lawler against Jake Shields, a striker and puncher against a jiu-jitsu master. And Jake Shields will try to get him down as quick as he can. Robbie Lawler will use his knees and his great hip strength to sprawl and stay off the floor.
All right, here we go. Jake, are you ready?
Yes.
Robbie, you ready? Let's get it on.
And here we go.
The 21st century version of the sport's roots, Frank. Striker versus grappler, but at such an evolved state.
We've come full circle here.
And there's a single leg takedown. Robbie allows Shields to take his leg, but he's not strong enough to keep him down.
There's that hip strength you talked about, Gus.
And Shields got in deep on that takedown. Robbie ripped right up.
And Shields, he can't get his arms around Robbie's legs. What's the weakness of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guys when they're taking on strikers like this?
They don't understand how to get hit and how to deal with it. They don't have the experience. They don't have the time.
Shields trying to utilize that tie plum now.
Well, this is great position for Jake Shields, keeping the head control. He's going to stop the power punches from his head, although they'll expose him to the body. You saw him get ripped right there.
And Shields trying to go down again, not strong enough. Shields is in trouble. Shields is in trouble already. He's learning that he's not strong enough to get Robbie Lawler down. Shields. He's backing up. He wants to shoot. He puts his head down, and that's not good strategy.
Yeah, you can't put your head down on the shot. You can't see what's coming, especially the knee or the uppercut.
Lawler looking to hand Shields his first loss since December 2004 when he was defeated by Akira Kikuchi in Japan. It's been a long time since Shields has tasted defeat.
Shields looks very uncomfortable in the center of the cage.
He does. He looks stiff and uncomfortable. Robbie looks very comfortable. I'd like him to flick that jab more and the hook more.
But you got to give Shields credit, trying to mix it up at least, the striking. Going for the guillotine.
He's going for the guillotine. Oh, and he's got it deep. He's got it deep. Robbie's standing up the block, and that means he's got it deep.
Oh, Shields!
He's tapping.
He's tapping! He's tapping!
He tapped out Lawler! Jake Shields, once again, the Jiu-Jitsu master! What a win!
In 1993, it began with Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. In 2009, Gracie Jiu-Jitsu continues to reign.
And just like that, 12 straight victories for Jake Shields.
And all by submission. That is what jiu-jitsu is all about. That is what wrestling is all about. That's called going for the hole.
Jake Shields has proven to be one of the top welterweights in the world. He tested the waters at middleweight in this catchweight bout, and what a scintillating submission win here in round one. His 8th consecutive finish.
Was a gutsy move, jumping to his back like that, taking a defensive position in front of a guy as strong as Robbie Lawler. But he had that head, and it allowed him to get directly into the guillotine position and sink that choke.
And there's the sportsmanship, the camaraderie that makes the sport. Matt Hughes congratulating Shields.
And here we go. The dream match ended just like this. You see Shields with the hook over top, and he sits right to the guard, readjusts his leg, and he's got a full choke right here. Even with the arm, and he's got a full choke. You can see Robbie start to stand up and try to power out of it. That's the wrong move to escape this. He tried to tap while he was standing.
Even had his hand in the cage,
Yeah,
doing
he
that
went to the ground and went ahead and tapped there. Wonderful technique. And it came from having this head control. It came from being in the clinch one, and then he reached over and took the head. The second he got the head and he sat down, there it is right there. There's a beautiful angle from it. You can see the arms inside anyways, but he's got the chin. He's sucking out all the air and blood from there. Robbie trying to tap while standing, takes it to the ground, concedes, he lost it.
Let's take a look at what Big John saw.
There it is, arm over the head, sits right down to it. Arm across the throat, legs wrapped. There is no blood going to that brain. He is slowly starting to fall asleep there. You can see him get thrashed around a little bit, look for a way out. There's no way out.
I feel like I'm back in Japan, my Pride days, the old ref cam there. Good job.
And Robbie helps him up. Wow.
Shields is ecstatic, Lawler is dejected, but as we mentioned already, Gracie Jiu-Jitsu continues to live. And now let's throw it up to Jimmy Lennon Jr. to make it official.
You missed that right hook. You made him miss that right hook.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 2 minutes, 2 seconds in round number one. A guillotine choke ends this contest as the fighter taps out. He is the winner by way of submission, Jake Shields.
How you doing, guys?
A spectacular submission. You moved up in weight to take this fight against a very talented fighter, and you won the way you normally win with your superior jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, you know, first I just want to thank Robbie. I'm a big fan of Robbie. He's a phenomenal fighter. It was hard for me to even want to fight him. You know, I think he's one of my favorite fighters out there, but it was an honor to get a chance to fight him, and you know, he's a great fighter. It just happened to be my night tonight. I think, you know, I'm sure a year or two down the road people want to see the rematch because, I mean, obviously we were setting up for a war. I just happened to catch him. That's how it goes in this game.
And you caught him. Early in the fight, you shot, and he was able to sprawl and stay off the floor, but you figured out how to do it. What was the key?
You know, I think when I first went out there, I went out a little wild, and I first felt Robbie's strength, and I was like, oh man, you know, moving up a weight, I definitely felt the strength difference. But then, you know, I settled a little bit, got in my game, started getting comfortable with my feet, been doing a lot of stand-up, and you know, I just got a chance to get on his neck, and once I got it, I wasn't letting go.
You told me moments ago that you're just getting started. What's next?
Whatever they want to throw at me. You know, I feel like I haven't hit my prime yet. I just keep getting better and better. You haven't seen nowhere near my best days. I feel great. I'm training hard. I've never been more motivated. I got the best camp behind me. Cesar Gracie, Tarek Azim, Gil Melendez, Nick Diaz, Nate Diaz, a ton of other guys too. You know, it takes a long name all, but I have a great team, and you know, I want the title. You know, Kung Lee's a good friend of mine, but I think Kung, you know, you either got to give me that belt or you got to step up and fight me, man. I hate to say it because you're a great friend of mine, but that belt, I want it.
Congratulations, Jake Shields. Robbie.